Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys along with me as I do a visual declutter of my house. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately, and so I want to make my living space feel as simple and clean as possible in hopes of reducing my stress. Let's start with the living room. This is a room that I spend a lot of time in, and there's a lot of areas I can declutter, starting with this shelf above the TV. As many of you already know, I really like candles. However, I tend to collect too many of them and put them up on this shelf, and it just looks cluttered and messy. It doesn't even look pretty. So I'm just gonna take everything off of here and then reevaluate what I want to put back up. I'm gonna give this shelf a really good clean first, and I just want to say that Andrew and I got a new vacuum. Ours has been broken for a while, and this is just, I believe it's Tenneco brand. It was relatively inexpensive, and I love it. It's so nice with the handheld features that it has. I'm really enjoying it. How funny it is to get so excited about a vacuum. I found that even though I've spent a lot of time decluttering the things I don't want in my home anymore, I don't need to have everything that I love out all the time. So I can put some of these things away in a box and rotate them throughout the year to kind of change things up and make my space feel fresh again. Okay, now for the TV stand. Honestly, this is not one of my favorite furniture pieces in our home. If I were to buy another one in the future, I would want one with closed doors because I feel like it will just look cleaner and also maybe even collect less dust because the cat hair won't settle in it as easily. But nonetheless, I'm going to try my best to make this look nice and organized. We have a Nintendo Switch, which we really only use when our friends come over, so I'm going to keep the controllers behind it so they're kind of out of the way and not visible. I'm going to do the same for Andrew's extra PlayStation pedals as well. Someday, I would love to get one of those boxes to kind of tackle loose cords in the house, but I don't have one right now, so I'm going to try to organize them a little bit better and hide them behind the TV stand if I can. Although there's just so many of them, it's always hard to do. It's especially difficult because you can see right through our TV stand anyways, so I'm not sure how hidden they will be, but hopefully this will look a little bit neater. I chose to keep this space very minimal and just put a few decor items, mostly just candles, and I think it looks a lot neater, a lot more organized, and it also allows you to appreciate the candles when they are lit because there's just a few of them now. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. Okay, and now for the bookshelf. And this area has a similar problem as the shelf above the TV in that I tend to hoard candles over here. So I'm going to take these all away and set them aside for now. And it's funny because we have this coat rack that's right above the bookshelf, but I don't like to use it because the coats don't really fit there well. So I'm just going to keep them in the closet in the bedroom. Now I need to try to figure out how to get this giant pile of books to fit on this bookshelf. I have so many books, but I love them all and I do not want to get rid of them. And it's funny because I tend to just leave piles of books all over my house, and I used to really like how it looked, but now I'm just trying to simplify my space and hopefully I can fit them all on this bookshelf. But I am still going to leave a few books out here and there just because I find that it really helps to remind me to read. And it sounds so silly, but having actual visual reminders helps me to keep up with habits that I'm trying to form. And reading is one of those things that I do not do enough that I would like to start doing more. Again, I'm going to keep the decor very simple here with just a few candles, and I've been loving these little electric candles lately. I just find them to be so nice, especially because I don't have to worry about the cats knocking them over. The living room is done, and now I'm going to move on to the kitchen, which needs a lot of work. We collect so much stuff on our fridge, so I'm just going to start by taking everything off the front, sides, and top and start with a clean slate. One of our biggest issues in here is collecting cracker boxes on top of the fridge. And I don't know why we do this, but we have so many boxes and most of them have stale crackers in them because we never finish them and we just let them sit up there. So we really need to get better about using them up before we buy new ones. I do really like what the fridge looks like without anything on it. However, there are some things that I need to put up on there. And also we have some magnets that I really like from our travels. So I'm going to add those on as well. And now it's time to tackle the biggest eyesore in this kitchen, this metal shelf. And I'm starting to realize that I really do not like open concept shelving. It just tends to collect so much stuff and look messy really quickly. My goal here is to keep it very minimal and just put things on here that I use on a daily basis. Everything else I'm finding a new spot for. And this looks so much neater. So what I decided to do was to take this plastic storage container that was actually in the kitchen and I moved it into Andrew's closet. And I am storing all of the kitchen supplies that I do not use very often, mostly stuff for parties, in these drawers and out of the way. This way they're protected from dust and they are not taking up space in the kitchen. The final place I'm going to declutter tonight is this windowsill, and it's not too bad, but it does tend to collect a lot of stuff on it, a lot of candles again. So I'm going to just take everything off and then reevaluate what I want to keep up there. I decided to keep my plants up there because it's doing so well and I'm not the best at taking care of plants as it is. And I have my 2 candles and my Google Home. So very simple and very clean looking. Okay, now it's time to deal with all the items that I decided not to keep out in my house. So I just found this basket and I'm gonna put all of these candles, because basically it was all candles that I'm not using anymore, into this box and put it in the closet. The only item I decided not to keep is this candle because it is basically done and it's very dirty. It puts out a lot of smoke, so I'm going to get rid of this. Alright, now that I am done decluttering for the evening, I am going to make the house cozy and just sit down and relax. I think that's one of the nicest things to do after cleaning or decluttering, is to just enjoy the space that you've created for yourself. So I'm going to light as many candles as I can and sit down and relax on the couch for a little while. It always amazes me how just a little bit of reorganizing and decluttering can change the feeling of a space. My house just feels so much less chaotic right now, and it helps me to feel more clear mentally. So I'm really happy with how this came out. I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts below, how you think everything turned out, and also let me know if you've tried this in your home and how it went. I'm going to sit here and eat this muffin that Andrew made, but I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in another vlog next week.